My daughter called the police on us and said we abused her so that she could be with her dad. 3 weeks later, she called me, crying and wanting to return to live with me. I have a 13-year-old daughter. Her dad and I parted on good terms. I would have her during the week. The weekends and holidays were his. We were both happy with this arrangement and still did it when we met our current partners. He eventually moved away to another part of the country, but we still managed to make it work so she could see him. When my daughter turned 12, puberty kicked in, and she turned into a little witch. She stopped listening to us and started bullying her siblings and disrespecting me and her stepdad. She would sneak out to parties and start drinking. We took her to get help and even tried therapy. None of it worked. In fact, she got worse. She turned 13 this year, and her new rant to me was that she hated us and wanted to live permanently with her dad. I rang my ex in tears after she called the police on us and said we abused her when we refused to buy her an expensive phone we couldn't afford. It was a horrible experience having police and child services coming to my home and questioning us about the alleged abuse. She sat through the whole meeting smirking, and told them she wanted to stay with her dad. I could tell she didn't care about the stress she put us through. I told my ex what happened, and he agreed she could live with him full-time. That was 3 weeks ago, and during these weeks, my other children have been happier, and my husband has been less stressed. It doesn't feel like we are walking around a time bomb, ready to go off. Then, last night, my daughter rang me up crying, saying she hates it at her dad's and wants to come home. I told her she chose to go there and was sorry, but she would have to stay there. She kept begging, but I refused as I felt like it was because she got told no to something she wanted and was just acting up. My parents rang me up after I ended the call and asked how I could do that to her. It's like I'm abandoning my child. I said if they felt that way, then feel free to offer their home to her, but no, they couldn't because of their health. They knew that too. They hung up on me, and since then, I have been getting sent nasty texts about abandoning my child. Am I the a-hole?